Well, it's my pleasure to welcome back Brian Murphy to the desk. Moonshot Max St. Giovanni making his way to the ring.
Unbelievable, Max St. Giovanni making his way. Let's hear what he has to say. Everyone else has an opinion tonight.
I'm the Hellraiser, Stargazer, the supersonic specter of this space sector. I'm the moonlight, the light, the twilight, highlight, the superstar of the night. Moonshot Max St. Giovanni. My brother LSG and I have been the foundation of AXW. We've been here since day one, and we have done everything the right way. And it's gotten us absolutely nowhere. So we're done doing what's best for business. No. Now we do what's best for Academy business. The Ace of Space Academy is here, and we are taking over. So while my brother is out today recruiting more members to the Ace of Space Academy, I'm here to make sure that not a single one of you forgets the name St. Giovanni. Because since day one, you have disrespected us. You have ignored us. I'm talking to you, management. What? Don't give me that surprise look. Don't give me a surprise look in my face. I'm looking right at you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. What? Last time we were in this ring, Andy the loser Reinberg made the biggest mistake of his life. We said that if my brother and I could beat the Brick City Boys, we would earn ourselves a tag team title match. So come April, we are claiming what's ours. We will leave Hamburg with what is supposed to be ours since day one. The AXW Tag Team Championships. What?
Well, Jason, I know I just hit my head pretty hard, but this is a very different MSG than I'm used to.
AJ Morales making his AXW debut at our last event in December in some private auditions, in scouting, and helping out here at the event. AJ impressed management so much that he has been specifically invited here for this match, which is in many respects a tryout for AXW, and chance to earn a spot on the regular rotation here in the roster. Should he succeed? Should he impress tonight?
I'll tell you what, he is really impressed. A crow on MSG in with the attack from behind. Now that's the thing, it is going to be an uphill battle against the likes of MSG, not only for the fact that he is Ace of Space Academy trained, that he is so good, but he's willing to be underhanded. But here comes Morales.
Morales knows what an opportunity he has, and of course, MSG narrowly narrowly retaining his job here at AXW in December. He was in a sudden death situation where if he or his brother were pinned, one of them might lose their job. So he has to know he's got a lot to prove in this match as well.
Oh, weaving through goes Morales, a big chop to the chest. You're certainly right, high stakes here. Oh, early in this contest.
Oh, so fly, AJ Morales. When you got oh, so fly against the ace of space, you can expect aerial assaults aplenty.
Oh, we are going lunar. Oh, AJ tuning up the crowd here. Coming to the outside, Tope Suicida right into the front row.
AJ Morales living by his mantra, get lifted. You got to achieve great heights in life. No way to achieve such great heights in AXW than by defeating the Twilight Highlight in your debut.
And here he is stalking MSG, but a quick chop to the throat puts an end to the onslaught. Right into the post goes that shoulder.
In cooking, MSG gets a bad rap, but in wrestling, MSG is certainly bad for your health.
Certainly right. Oh, man, certainly bad for that shoulder. And this is the type of tutelage that you're going to see at the Ace of Space Academy, learning how to pick apart your opponent limb by limb, and it looks like that shoulder is going to be the glowing red spot that MSG is going to be targeting the rest of this match.
When shoulder meets steel, steel wins 99.9% of the time, and now that there is a weak point, you can be sure that Moonshot Max St. Giovanni is going to exploit it.
And you know, too, there is so much that goes into having all of your limbs healthy. If you have even one limb, as we see a jawbreaker there, if we have one limb, it's going to distract from how your other limbs are going to be coordinating. You're going to be subconsciously guarding that arm. And I think you see MSG was able to grab the head off of that.
AJ Morales favoring that arm already, clearly in distress. And MSG now, there is a target on that shoulder. MSG has found it.
And Morales wisely, able to roll up into a pin, keeping that full extension from MSG. That would have been sudden death for him. You're in a tap-out situation there. Cover and a kick out there by Morales.
Morales' upper body is compromised, and the only silver lining on that is that he still has his lower body, which is how he flies around the ring. So, while an important part of the arsenal is no longer accessible to him, his biggest weapons can still be utilized.
Twisting around into that hammerlock and driven first into that top turnbuckle. Oh, man, and this is what I'm saying. I can't believe this is the same MSG that we've been seeing over the years here at AXW.
Spite can breed success. We are seeing that out of the Ace of Space Academy. Of course, this is a rare singles outing for MSG. We have seen him most recently in action as a tag team wrestler. Is that going to trip him up?
Roll. Not quite, but right back into the Oklahoma. Man, Morales here fighting with tenacity into the schoolboy cover. Wrapping around into the arm, hyper-extending that shoulder.
So quick with 3 pin attempts in succession, but immediately, as soon as the opening presented itself, MSG back working that arm, looking to end this via submission.
Well, looks like he's trying to work over, trying to get to those ropes.
AJ Morales.
We're seeing blue touching blue.
Able to break the count. There is a particular point in pride in making another wrestler submit. You pin them, you get the win. But when you make someone submit, you have actually beaten something deeper inside of them. I think that
psychological victory.
Exactly. I think Moonshot Max St. Giovanni is not going to be happy with anything other than breaking the will of AJ Morales.
Now look at him getting up in the face, just pie facing. Morales, but a big right hand. Here comes MSG, blocked with the punch. Right hand by Morales once again.
Showcasing why AJ Morales represents a whole new upcoming generation of Pennsylvania wrestling talent.
That was beautiful, Jason, that weave through. And here comes Morales once again with the splash in the corner.
And even with only one arm functional, AJ Morales has so much at his disposal.
Oh, kick out at 2. That was a big kick. Hailing back to his soccer days, an all-around athlete is Morales. And he is summoning the spirits right here in Hamburg, Pennsylvania.
5 different sports. 5 different sports AJ Morales is accomplished in.
Oh.
Basketball, soccer, track and field, wrestling, and karate. But ultimately, the arm is the issue.
It was that one limb that failed him in that moment, trying to get, out of that arm bar, kick to the gut, and trying to lift him up once again for the fisherman's suplex. Cradled down, picture perfect, but not quite enough.
If the arm hadn't been so compromised early on, that cradle, that connection may have been able to be maintained, but MSG laid the groundwork, and it is paying off here later down the line.
Weaving through, but caught by the kick. That momentary delay from the weakened shoulder, opening up for Moonshot. No!
Interception in midair by oh-so-fly AJ Morales, a man who may be more at home in space than even MSG.
All was going for the airplane spin, but instead a rake of the eyes opens up for more damage to that shoulder. Oh, man.
You can fault the attitude. You can fault the ego, but you cannot deny that MSG is so much more focused and so much more vicious and effective ever since forgoing the affection of this crowd.
And there it is. There is that tap out. MSG still holding on.
Moonshot came in with a game plan. He came in with a strategy. He was not dissuaded. He was not moved from his task. And Moonshot Max St. Giovanni makes AJ Morales tap out.
Man, the look on his face, this totally different attitude. It's disappointing, but as you can see, it is effective for now. And there he is gesturing for that waistline, that title belt, the tag team, AXW Tag Team Championships that he's going to be aiming for.
We know now in April, the completed Ace of Space Academy,